Is Whitney Rose from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City's husband in some legal trouble? Well, he has been for a while now, but it's just starting to come out now. Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So as you know, the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City to me, is getting better and better and better. And Jen Shah is not the reason for that. It's really Mary Cosby and everything else, and Heather Gay and Whitney Rose. Whitney Rose has really become such a fan favorite. I love her confessionals. However, she doesn't really have much of a storyline besides the rebranding that never was and that cost way too much. Well, a lot of people also speculated, why does Whitney know so much about multi-level marketing when everything went down with Jen Shah in that Sprinter? She knew a lot, to the point where people were like, huh? Including Jenny. Jenny was like, how does she know all of this stuff? Well, we've been hearing for a while now that her husband, Justin, was tied up in a lawsuit. And of course, this lawsuit stems from 2018, in which he was named. But now we're hearing more details because part of the case was dismissed, but there is still one case that is still ongoing. But I said, you know what, we have to talk about this. It's been such a busy day of everything in pop culture. So if there's been anything that you've missed, be sure to check it out. But let's get into why exactly is Whitney Rose's husband, Justin, being sued. So according to the source, this is why Justin Rose is being sued. So they said, as mentioned above, Justin works as the chief sales officer at Life Vantage, which follows the direct sales model. This means an individual has to sell the company's products and recruit more sellers to not only sell more products, but also make money. In 2018, a man named Brian Smith sued the company, Life Vantage, claiming it was running an illegal pyramid scheme. Justin and two other top-level executives from the company were named in the lawsuit as defendants. So this is what the lawsuit is saying. And I know this is a lot of legal mumbo-jumbo, but it's necessary for us to kind of just break down what it's saying. So it says this: Life Vantage is nothing more than a pyramid scheme dressed up as a multi-level marketer of dietary supplements. Life Vantage induces people to become distributors with sales pitches promising wealth and business independence, and its marketing and compensation system encourages its distributors to recruit others into the system with the same promises of wealth and business independence. Distributors pay money to participate in the business opportunity, which funds Life Vantage payments and bonuses to other distributors. Despite Life Vantage's claims of retail sales, little money comes into the system from actual retail users of Life Vantage products, disconnected from the business opportunity. The majority of its retail sales are monthly sales to its distributors purchasing products in order to participate in the compensation system and remain eligible to receive bonuses. Distributors really can only make money by bringing in new distributors, a classic pyramid scheme. So the lawsuit claims Justin is, quote, actively involved in promoting the Life Vantage scheme to potential recruits at Life Vantage events through social media and by his direction of Life Vantage top promoters. So as I said to you before, this case is still ongoing, but the judge recently dismissed all but one of the claims against the company for lack of evidence, but allowed part of it being a pyramid scheme to move forward. So based on how the lawsuit is breaking this down, it does sound very much like a pyramid scheme. But here's the thing, guys, and I'm sure you've heard of this before. There are so many of these types of companies out there. There's just this thin gray area of legality versus illegality. Is that a word? We're going to make it a word today. So I can see how this could fall into it, but we'll see. As I said to you before, the majority of everything that was brought against Life Vantage and Justin Rose has been dismissed, except this portion of the pyramid scheme. This is not looking good. Is this going to be Whitney Rose's storyline for next season? Well, it's better than her sex life or this rebrand that never was. Either way, we're going to be following the story. Look, as I said to you before, we've been hearing rumors of Justin and this lawsuit for a while now, and that's part of the reason why Whitney knew so much about the pyramid scheme. She knew a little way too much. Like, the way she broke it down made so much sense to all of us, but damn. Remember, she worked with Justin at one point. So she worked, because he's been at this place, I think, since like 2015. But this is how they met. They met together. He's been in this type of business for many, many years. And they met together where he was the boss and she worked for him. And they both were married and they had an affair and they got together. And now they have their own family and kids. It is what it is. Guys, what do you think is going to happen? Based on what I'm hearing in regards to this lawsuit, it doesn't sound as if it's as major an issue for Justin as it is for Jen Shah, who's facing 50 years in jail. From what I'm hearing, he probably won't get jail time, but you never know. It really depends on how this all plays out. Look, as I've always said, I'm not a lawyer. I like to play one here on YouTube, but no, I'm not one. We're going to continue to follow this because I'm sure more and more is going to come out in regards to what's happening here. Let's continue the conversation, guys, in the comment section. I want to know your thoughts on this. Do you think it's a pyramid scheme? Have you worked for a pyramid scheme and you're like, this is a pyramid scheme? Let's have that conversation below. And as always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.